Greetings and Soulful Namaste. Welcome to episode 27 of Samarpan Yog of the Himalayas, Part 1. We'll begin the book reading now. The riverbank looked beautiful on the full moon night. One morning, Gurudev suddenly started speaking. There are countless energies within our body, but we are not able to develop them. If our mind is pure, then we get to know in advance about incidents that are going to happen. We can make the necessary preparations to face such situations if we know about them in advance. We get to know about the incidents before they take place, and all the energies which give us the information are natural, so we do not need to perform any special spiritual practice for that. We need only to keep our mind pure, because if our mind is pure, then whatever event is going to happen in nature, or if there is a possibility of it happening, then that can be discovered through one's chitta. One can get advanced information about an earthquake or an approaching storm or floods. So, through proper study, it is possible to guess the right time when these calamities will happen. This is because earthquakes, floods, storms, all of these do not come suddenly. A certain kind of atmosphere is created before they occur, and man cannot guess about that atmosphere in nature. That is why it seems as if the storm has come suddenly, or the earthquake has occurred suddenly, or that the flood has come suddenly. In reality, nothing happens suddenly. Before an earthquake occurs, there is a change in the vibrations of energy. This change also affects the gravitational force of the earth. Exactly the same thing happens before a storm approaches. It affects the wind pattern, and similarly, it rains heavily before the floods. One can make a guess about rain also from the clouds, and one can get a lot of help from the study of clouds. Animals such as elephants, mice, etc. are more sensitive than we are. That is why they become aware in advance about the changes that are going to take place in nature. They also increase their knowledge through experience. This is the only difference between human beings and animals. Human beings think and animals do not. Man wastes all his energy needlessly in thoughts about the past and the future. That is why meditation is the state in which man can save his energy from being used up. Then he uses the energy to awaken the Shaktis, the energies which are lying dormant within himself. Kundalini Shakti is an energy which is present in the human body, but man is not aware of it. This is the Shakti, the energy of Paramatma, and after it has been awakened, all the Shaktis, all the energies within man start to awaken. Or we can say that the birth-giving Shakti which is within man is the Kundalini Shakti. This is Paramatma's energy, and it cannot be awakened if one does not get the chance of the presence of Paramatma. This Shakti, this energy carries several other energies along with it, and it awakens only in the collectivity of Paramatma. It cannot be awakened through one's efforts. Paramatma has a very special quality. Paramatma cannot be obtained through one's efforts, because whatever efforts we put in will be at the physical level, whereas Paramatma is the name of collectivity at the soul level. So how can it be obtained through efforts at the physical level? You can reach Paramatma only through your pure desire. The stronger you desire, the easier will be the path to reach Paramatma. Pure desire, good desire, is always created through a pure citta. There is a written account of man's karma in the Kundalini Shakti. It is influenced by man's karma. It often happens that when something is created, the fault of creation is inherent in the created object. Similarly, at the time of birth of a person, when the human body is being created, some faults are passed on by the child's parents due to their thoughts and values. That is why the soul cannot progress until these faults are removed. And that is why the life of several people in their early years is filled with difficulties and failures. But the latter part of their life is good. After the Kundalini has been awakened, first of all, one's fault-filled karma are destroyed. One's spiritual journey commences after enduring them. This Kundalini Shakti can only be awakened in the presence of a Sadguru who has the authority to awaken it through his grace. Whether the blessings are present or not depends on the capacity of a person to absorb them, because one cannot obtain the grace of any Sadguru through one's efforts. Blessings are blessings after all. They just happen automatically. Your desire to give is more than your desire to gain something. As a result, the collective desire of millions of souls has been created automatically within you, and therefore your capacity to absorb is 1,000,000 times more than that of an ordinary person. One can therefore understand that millions of souls will obtain the spiritual experiences of the soul through you, but that time has still to come. Your limitless capacity to absorb has increased many-fold as a result of your limitless capacity to give. And this is the purpose of your life. It is because of your desire that you have reached me, and because of this desire that I wish to entrust you with the Shaktis, the energies which I have obtained through my spiritual practice. When you reach millions of people, these Shaktis, these energies will reach the people through your medium. Just as every gardener desires the progress of his plants, in the same manner, every ascetic, every sage hopes that the energies he has acquired should reach every human being. He is connected to the entire human race and not only to one person. That is why the Gurus always live in a vast circle, a vast area, and always try to uplift the human race. And only those who try to uplift the human race get the golden opportunity to do so. Such a chance is not available to an ordinary man. You have been given such a chance, and through your medium, I am also getting this chance. Your pure desire to give to others has increased your suitability. There is no place for efforts at the physical level, and everything depends on the suitability of the person. The person who has a more open and generous heart and a greater ability to think will get an equally great opportunity in his life. That is why we should always keep our way of thinking pure and holy, and our chitta will also develop equally. Guru element is the Shakti of Paramatma. We call the body of the soul that dissolves its body in the Guru element a Guru. A Guru is not a physical body. A Guru is the medium of Guru Shakti, Guru energies. The easiest way to obtain energy from the Guru is to surrender oneself to the Guru, because as soon as we surrender ourselves, our ego breaks down. Then, as our capacity to absorb increases and we begin to experience the Guru. The Guru is a power to be experienced. So experience the Guru in his presence. It is not enough only to be with the Guru. One has to experience the Guru. Then, after experiencing the Guru, one will be able to understand and recognize the Guru element within the Guru. This can only be possible when the connection between both the souls has been established. When this happens, the knowledge of the spiritual experience itself makes one aware of all other knowledge. It makes us aware of knowledge which we never even imagined could exist within us. Generally, man tries to hold on to external information, but in order to do so, his chitta goes outside. And when the chitta goes outside, it becomes weak. One can go within oneself and obtain knowledge about the outside world. But this is only possible through the medium of experience of feelings, because this is the only way to go within oneself and know about the outside world. One can obtain all kinds of information through the chitta of a human being. Man gets the experience of different types of feelings in the place of energy in every physical body. But it is necessary to be pure and holy in order to experience the feelings. The body plays a very important role in spiritual practice. Many people do not place importance on the body because they think that the body is perishable, but this is not proper. In reality, it is due to the body that you possess the chitta, and yoga takes place because of the chitta. The meaning of yoga is to get connected, and the purpose in connecting is that of the chitta. We get connected to the Paramatma through the medium of this chitta, and the chitta is a gift of the physical body. The chitta is the guide on the spiritual path. Just as the body has two eyes, the eyes of the soul are the chitta. The spiritual path has been very narrow until now. One guru could hand over the feelings which he had increased through his power of spiritual practice to only one disciple during his lifetime, because the guru would die after handing it over. This is because until now, this handing over has been only at the physical level, and this was normal practice. Now, a new age is beginning from your period of work. This work is the handing over of the subtle feelings, and it will happen in your life in a subtle form. The physical body will have no role to play in that handing over. This work will take place completely through the subtle body. The subtle body will perform the work, and as a result, millions of people will obtain and accept its benefit. At the same time, the physical body will also continue to exist. The body will continue to exist because it won't have any role in this karya, this work. Whether the physical body remains or not, the subtle body will carry on with this work. This body has been created because of special prayers by the Guru Shaktis, the Guru energies. Therefore, you are the Father, the originator of this era, and I am blessed to have you as my disciple. This work will take place through the subtle body, and that is why it will happen very smoothly and easily. But its very simplicity is a great barrier on this path. Sadhaks will not be aware of what they have received because they'll get it very easily, and so they will never know what they have acquired. This is the biggest fault of this path, because the basic nature of man is such that when he receives any knowledge easily, without any effort or without any desire for it, then he won't take care of it or value that knowledge. He won't care for it because the web of illusion of the physical body won't allow his attention to go to that knowledge. When the body perishes, he will be free of the illusory web of the body. When the web of illusion breaks, then only the subtle body remains. Therefore, your physical body is a barrier in your work. It won't be possible for any sadhak to break out of this illusion, and therefore you won't be able to see the harvest of success of your work in your lifetime. You are planting trees whose fruits you won't be able to see. Your work will begin only after you give up your physical body. Do not feel sad after hearing all this, and do not have any desire for the fruits of your work. Just continue performing your work, as that is your sphere of action. Jai Atmeshwar. We'll conclude the book reading for today's session over here. Thank you for listening.